pretty terrible, racially charged event that happened between tribal members and some of the people that lived within Ledyard. And Dr. Grenier and a lot of the adults in the building thought that there needed to be a real response to this, especially for those of you from Groton and New London. The dynamics in Ledyard are extremely interesting, especially because it's really been in the last 20 years or so where the Mashantucket Pequots have been really moving back to the reservation in big numbers. And so there's been a very divided history within Ledyard of the town not exactly knowing what to do with this growing Native population. So Dr. Grenier decided that there needed to be a response, which was great and fantastic, and really what stood out the most to every single student that was involved is the response was supposed to be at the student level. At this time as well, New London was kind of going through their own tensions where they saw the divisions within the student body really affecting how the school was running. And so students from Ledyard, tribal students, and then also students from New London started meeting on a monthly basis, trying to understand how diversity works within the school setting, and creating a grassroots movement. And by grassroots, it's from the bottom up movement of students that are able to tackle these issues before they get to the administrative level. So diversity, especially in a school setting, demands communication and it demands honesty. And that's what this group was supposed to do, and has done and is continuing to do, which is wonderful. Because without these conversations that we had at More Than Words, there really wasn't too many people, especially at the student level, that were talking about what it means to be different from your peers and how that can affect the school setting. So a lot of what we did was working on professional development at the student level to create a group of students that were able to actually tackle these issues on their own. Let's see. The networking between students, New London students, Ledyard students, and tribal students had never gotten together like this before. So the fact that we were able to network with each other and create communication, not even at the administrative level, but between student to student, was pretty wonderful and not something that had been done before. So it really shifted the dynamics of who is responsible for behavior in the school. It wasn't just the adults, it actually put onus on the students that we had a responsibility to make a change within our schools. This group is fantastic to be in. I am still friends with several of the members that I really got close to because of More Than Words. One of them is actually off teaching English in Bulgaria right now. The things that you learn in this organization are things that you will not learn in a lot of other groups. I've tried to create a list of the things I feel like I've gained because of it. Being able to recognize the impacts of racism and sexism and homophobia and all these isms that separate us, again, is not something that your peers really do. And not that they don't, but they might not even recognize that they're doing it. Having one day a month to actually have conversations, to think critically about these things that maybe just don't come on your plate every single day, makes you more aware in society. All right, like personally, once I went off to college, I became absolutely absorbed into social justice groups because of this organization, because my eyes and my mind were open to the different discriminations and oppressions that exist within our society.